YouTube? What's up, YouTube? Just want to shout out everybody who subscribed to the channel so far. If you haven't, take this opportunity to subscribe to the channel. Smash that thumbs up like button and stay posted for all future videos. Just wanted to check in right quick to give my take on the aftermath of the Crawford versus Canelo fight and how I thought that it was going to be a moment where God put his hand in this fight by way of being the fourth judge in the ring and being the fourth judge at the judges table. I also thought that this was a classic tale of David versus Goliath, and everything in the tale was stacked against David, all in favor of Goliath to win. And it was the same scenario with Crawford. And as we know, in David versus Goliath, David was the winner, just like I thought Crawford would be the winner in the Crawford versus Canelo fight. I was off by the knockout. I got that wrong. But the overall victory, I did get right. And to me, it was clear, it was obvious that Crawford was going to win. Canelo fighting style really hasn't improved or changed much since the Mayweather fight. Like, the biased media were trying to make it seem as though it had. There were no changes. I knew Crawford was going to go in and exploit this version of Canelo, and the facts stood in his favor too, that technically Canelo has lost 5 fights, and the blueprint was out there. And then you take the blueprint that Bomac and the rest of the team formulated with that information already out there, then Bomac tried to tell everybody again that Bud was going to beat him, just like he told everybody Bud was going to beat Spence. He said size wouldn't matter, and just like he said the same thing with the Spence versus Crawford fight. So I'm happy and excited that Crawford won. I'm glad that it played out the way it did. What I'm not happy about is, of course, the ruckus during the aftermath where they're coming up with these excuses, especially those trainers like Robert Garcia and Abel Sanchez, who were pretty adamant about Canelo winning, Crawford losing. But on the flip side, I do get it. That's their countrymen. That's who they're rooting for. And I'm rooting for Crawford. If they can root and have no shame about it, then I can root and have no shame about it. And I can also stand to call them out since I'm on the right side of victory. And that's all I have to say about things for this video. More things continue to come out to try to discredit Crawford, but it's all hogwash. David actually beat their Goliath. And the boxing world is not going to be the same because of it. And they're still hurt about it, just like those who are hurt about the loss to Errol Spence. And I'm a big fan of Errol Spence. I actually thought he was going to win, but I took the loss. And I was in between on the fence when it came to both fighters, favoring Crawford. But I was like, dang, he going to be able to come up with 135 and beat somebody who's dominating that weight class? And he did. I was there, I saw it live, and I was in shock. But you can sort of feel the energy and the change in energy when Bud came out that night and Eminem was down there with him, and the whole Lose Yourself beat dropped. It was just like, oh goodness. All right, that's my take on the Crawford Canelo aftermath. I hope those Canelo Knights fanboys heal from this. Until next time, check out, stay tuned for another video with my co-host Brandon Jones. Shout out to Brandon, who's also going to be uploading videos like this with his take, and they will also come together and do joint videos and release those like we've been doing. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for logging in, and check in with you later. Reggie Lewis signing off. Turnbuckle Boxing.